Awesome. Okay, so yeah, obviously, Jay, you're a really awesome client. We've been working together for a bit over a year now and a good friend. And yeah, so let's just go back onto, we started working together quite a while ago. Where was it that you were at the start of your, you had serious about success, your coaching business, helping people, build a business and get out of their nine to fives? Where were we, when we started and where are we now?
Okay, good question. When we started, we was doing. I've been in business for a while, as you know, but really now trying to push to get a much bigger presence online. Up until we met, obviously doing my regular webinars, but I've really utilized a lot of other. I've leveraged other people's lists, so other people's email lists and stuff like that, which has been a big part of what I did to really get things moving. But then you get to a point where it's like, I want to create my own, instead of like, I want to create my own list. I want to create my own stuff. And you've been a massive part of that. So, you've helped me to generate a heck of a lot more sales as a result of what it is that we're doing. I've got much better presence on social media, on Instagram, everything of what we've been doing with things like ads and all this type of stuff, Jay. I feel now that for the first time, really, I'll be honest with you, for the first
Yeah.
time that I am really now, what I'm producing under my own merits, under my own name, under my own umbrella is much better than what it's ever been. And I actually now feel, whereas before I would just do lots of joint ventures and stuff and maybe come under the name of somebody else, for the first time, you're helping me get my name out there. And as a result of that, it's had some great financial results as a result. Like this month alone, Jay, you have contributed massively towards me making, I think it's 65,000 pounds, that is. So dollars, that's like 80 odd thousand
Yeah.
dollars. And we're not even at the end of the month yet. And you have contributed massively to help me, to generate that. When we was first started, I was probably about half that. Do you get what I mean? Maybe even slightly under that,
Yeah.
where I'm now at. And a massive part of this is all as a result of what you have done and working with you. So Jay, I'm very thankful, my man. I really am.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. So obviously we've grown the presence where we're building on YouTube, on Instagram, we're running ads to get you more traction in terms of your coaching. What is the ultimate goal? Because obviously we've got a lot more plans for this year and we're pushing because I just really want to inspire people of, where they can possibly take their coaching business if they put in the same systems.
Good. Okay, good question. Where it's going, ideally, I want to be in a position, Jay, where I am the leading trainer, coach, mentor for people who want to transition from employment to entrepreneurship. People that they might have tried other courses before in the past. They've now realized that all these gimmicky get rich quick stuff is not real. And they're now really serious about achieving success. They're in a day job that they really can't be bothered with, or they just want more freedom. They want to escape the matrix, right? As you put it
Yeah,
earlier. I want to be the guy to help them to escape the matrix. That's what I'm all about. Everyone that wants to escape the matrix, come on in, let's do it.
that's awesome. So also just to go back, obviously we're getting a lot more calls booked in calendar, right? Your calendar is packed.
Yeah,
You've got a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
lot of responsibility on that side.
yeah,
Obviously, we're in the position now where we're looking to hire people, right? We're looking into expand to also free up your time,
yeah.
which is obviously going to give you a lot more leverage to, post content and, you know,
Right.
really
Much.
share your message more online. So yeah, how has that process been? Because obviously you've produced content, but when we were working together, you were, posting a lot more, right? A lot more on YouTube, a lot more on those platforms. How has that process been, like working with me?
Jay, it's been absolutely amazing. And I mean that. And I'm not just talking here because we're recording this and this is on
Yeah,
camera and the rest of it. That's not why I'm saying this. You know this, right? Jay, it's been amazing. Like, you're good, man. You're good at what you do. Like, you really are. This whole process, like, you give me the scripts, I'm there and you're on point. Sometimes it's me that is taking forever because I'm busy and I've just got stuff going on. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it to you. And you're like, all right, well, right, come in then. But what I'm saying is that you're on point. You are where you need to be. And, with the amount of videos and content and stuff that we've got going out there now, is a lot. And you are guiding me on it all. I've got a background in digital marketing, so I know this space, right? There's nothing you can really say to me that this is completely like not
Yeah,
aware of. Like I know this space. However, I trust you to lead in this area because I'm busy, I've got other stuff going on. If you wasn't the guy, because I've got some knowledge about the internet marketing, if you wasn't the guy, then I'll be questioning every single thing of what you do. Like, what are we talking about? Do you get what I mean? But because I can trust your expertise and I can trust that you're ahead of the curve and you even understand, the most up-to-date strategies, more than me, and I trust you because we've been able to get some great results. It wasn't overnight. Yeah, these things can take a little bit of time to build up, but that's anything. But by trusting in you and letting you do your thing, letting you lead, has been amazing, Jay. And we know. I mean, I keep on looking up there because I've got
vision
my
board.
vision board up there, yeah. And you
Yeah.
know the figure of what we're going to achieve with that, Jay. If it wasn't for you, I don't know. I don't even have any. I wouldn't know. I'm sure I'll get there. I'm a very determined guy, but I would need to find somebody like you. Now that you are working with me, this is really clearly in sight, right? It's clearly in sight. I know
Yeah.
exactly what I've got to do, and guess what? I've got the people to speak to get there. Before you, I didn't have all these people to talk to, like inundated with calls, to the point where I'm like, geez, I need a break. Geez, I need to outsource, I need a break. I can't take this. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? No, but it's good. It's fantastic, and it's all as a result of working with you. So
I
thank you.
appreciate that. Also, one thing that I think is really awesome about you is, some people that I do work with, they do have a bit of friction, right? I tell them one thing, they're like, nah, I don't really trust that. I do something else. And then they come back to me 3 months later and say, hey, I think we should do that thing. And I'm like, yeah, I told you, you know? One
Yeah,
thing that is amazing about you is, when I say something, there's no combat, like you're like, awesome, I do it. And then you just do it, which
yeah,
I
yeah,
really appreciate because you just put in the work and put in the effort
yeah.
and that's also on you, you're right. The results are also heavily
Yeah.
based on the effort that you've been able to put in. So that's awesome.
Well, it's because I trust you, though, Jay. I mean, there was another guy when me and you first started working together. There was a guy knocking about here that was, saying, saying same sort of things. Yeah, he could do this, he could do that. I didn't trust him. I didn't trust him. And the reason why I didn't trust him, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but there was elements of what he was saying that just felt like he was just trying to tell me what I wanted to hear and fob me off a little bit. I didn't trust him. So as a result of that, no, you're okay, my friend. I'm all right. Thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? It's the fact that I trust you. So because I trust you, I trust your experience and your expertise. And I trust the fact that you are at the leading edge of the latest things of what's working. Now, I'm not like, yes, I know this space, but I'm busy. As you know, I've got stuff doing. I've got a property company as well. I've got stuff going on, man. Do you know what I mean? I've got loads of stuff. So I can't know everything. And I trust wholeheartedly that you're on the front end. And what it is, Jay, like I say, is yeah, I trust you. And even if there are a couple of things that we've tried that we might need to adjust, it hasn't worked the way we wanted it to work or whatever. As I said earlier on, because I know where your heart's at, I think your heart's in the right place. So from where your heart is in the right place, you're here to help me to achieve more. And I feel that. So as a result of that, I trust you. I trust that you'll find more information as things change every other day in the space that we're in. I trust that you will always consistently keep up to date with what's going down because you want me to get results. And as a result of you wanting me to get results, you've done whatever's required to help me get results. And now, guess what? I'm getting some really, really good results, really good results. And long may that continue. So it's
Awesome.
you, Jay. You're the man. Yeah. And I mean that. You're the man. You really genuinely are.
Really, really appreciate it. Awesome. So we'll keep it short and snappy here. I'll stop the recording. Thank you so much, Jay.
Corey, thank you.